I can't believe this is going to be going to LS Fest in 3 nights. Oh, whoa, whoa.
All right.
What? Something just started smoking.
Catch on fire.
What's going on, guys? Matt here, your truck editor at Driving Line. I am here in Costa Mesa, California at a shop called Shear Performance, and they're getting ready to go out to Las Vegas this weekend for LS Fest West. If you guys don't know about LS Fest, it's basically a big event that goes on in Vegas every year, and it features all kinds of vehicles, cars, trucks, off-road vehicles, anything that runs on an LS based platform, and it's a celebration of that motor. So I'm here at Shear Performance here in Costa Mesa, and they've got a really ambitious project that I want to show you guys. Keep in mind, LS Fest is on Friday, which is 4 days from now, and they've only got a few days to finish this project up. They just picked it up actually yesterday. I'm gonna take a look at this thing and see what they're working on here. This is your LS Fest truck.
Yeah.
This is going to LS Fest in 4 days, like the 2019 LS Fest.
Yeah, like 3 days.
Like 3 or 4 days from now. Well, okay, Sandy. This is Sandy from Shear Performance. Sandy, show me what this thing is.
It's a Butte, Clark.
Got a little bit of rust going on here. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's a C30, obviously. What year is it?
It's a 79.
79 C30. 2-wheel drive, and it's got this ridiculous box thing on the back of it. And this is Justin. He's the owner of Shear Performance.
What's that?
Justin, what do you like? Was it a tool truck?
Well, it was a lunch catering truck. Now, I don't know, it became a locksmith truck.
So this thing has had quite a few lives since it was built.
Yeah, it's been around the block
back in '79. I like this little like flap fender thing.
That's what keeps the smoke out.
It's good for burnouts, right? Is that moss?
Yeah, it's got moss growing. It's got moss. It's got it up here too.
Oh my gosh!
It's character. It's not moss. It's character.
Is this thing open right now?
Yeah.
It ain't actually half bad on the inside. Smells like an old truck. Bro, you even got a sweet tape deck in here.
Right? Full floating.
Full floating tape deck. Oh man, what's if trucks could talk, man? Like what?
This one would be crying.
Okay, pop the hood. I want to see the LS that's under the hood. Remember, they got 4 days to make this thing run.
3.
Well, 3 days if you want to get out there. 3 nights. Okay, you have a lot of work cut out for you.
Yeah.
This is a 350.
Yeah.
Small block.
Small block.
So we're told.
So you're told.
For all we know, it's a 305.
Does it run?
Brake clean.
Let's hit it.
Fire it up. Everything runs on brake cleaner. You just got to spray enough of it and get the spark plugs to fire. So you got the battery tender.
No, that's a jumper box.
I don't know if that'll do it.
It'll do something.
Yeah.
Got a battery over there.
Yeah, we're okay.
I can't believe this is going to be going to LS Fest in 3 nights. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right.
What? Something just started smoking.
Catch on fire. Did you hook it up wrong? I don't know. Yeah.
You got it backwards?
They're both black. I took a guess. No smoke. Go ahead and try it now. Who's gonna turn the key? Turn the key. Well, you trust me? I just set the thing on fire.
I'm just the cameraman.
Hold this.
I'm
Hold
not
that
gonna
there.
touch this thing. Oh man, I'm gonna stand back a little bit.
You can. It's okay.
Got nothing.
Yeah.
Because you popped the fuse.
Fusible link clip.
This thing has fuses.
It did. But this is a fusible link.
Oh.
That's all burned up and hot. You're good.
And then we got a real battery. Fixed whatever that wiring was that just lit up on fire.
Okay.
And more brake clean. This thing hasn't run. God knows how
we got
long.
lights.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
turns over.
Give it a little throttle.
Oh, it's trying to.
Just give it a little throttle and all.
Give it a hose.
It kind of runs.
Kinda.
No knock.
No.
No knocky knocky.
Good.
I just closed the door, the glove box fell open. Was it?
Yeah, try it again.
Yeah. Glove box worked.
Okay, so what the hell are the plans for this thing?
Well,
Is there a plan?
pull the anemic 350 out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And put an LS in the hole.
Okay, so what motor, what transmission, what's the plan?
Well, it's already got a turbo 400.
So you're gonna reuse that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna slap a little torque converter in it, very small one.
So you're doing a
Insert the
4.8, 5.3, 6 liter,
It's
6.2,
a 6 liter.
6 liter out of a truck, Vortec motor.
Oh, it's out of a Corvette. Well,
Actually,
It's an LS1, as everybody says.
yeah, it's an LS1 out of a Corvette.
It's not an LS1.
it's an iron block.
It's an iron block.
Iron block, 6 liter.
And it was a multi-fuel motor, so we can feed it something.
It ran on the E85.
No, it ran on CNG, we think.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
I don't know. Put my butt to the gas cap, see if it'll run.
But you're
It's natural gas.
you're
right?
not.
We're putting it on the 85. This thing's gonna run on the 85.
But you're okay. So it's getting corn fed. But usually you do that when you're adding boost. So
We never said we weren't.
Yeah.
you guys are boosting this thing by Thursday night.
Probably, if eBay gets her quick enough. With the turbo.
We're gonna put a set of Nitto Terra grapplers on this truck in a 265 75 16. And
Standard equipment for lunch trucks.
yeah, so for those hard to reach hungry crowds.
Well, if you have to go through a muddy field to get to construction workers,
That's true. Yeah, you do.
You need an all-terrain tire.
If this was a Mustang, it would just go right through the construction workers.
Let's yank this motor then.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna get to work. All right, so the plan is to drain all the fluids out of this thing and then start taking things apart and then pull the motor mounts and yank it. Simple as that. Well, just a minute ago while Sandy was underneath the truck, he found a part number on the block and read it off to me, and I Googled it. Turns out this thing had a GM Goodwrench crate motor in it. Yeah, it had a 350 crate motor that someone must have replaced the motor with, and so yeah, it's got a newer motor. It's pretty cool.
She's out.
About done for tonight.
That's it for tonight.
Tomorrow we're gonna go prep the motor that Sandy's gonna put in this thing. It's a 6 liter LS, or I should say iron block Vortec LS. It's got it back here in the corner. Gotta do an unveiling.
Oh.
This thing's pretty clean, man, for coming out of a truck.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a Craigslist find.
Just something you found.
And I went and picked it up. Somebody's had it apart. Tell, because it had a Fel-Pro MLS gasket on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks really good inside.
And the valves look good.
Yep. I don't know.
Doesn't need
kind of scary.
So what's your horsepower goal?
It'd be nice if I could break 7.
700 horsepower in a lunch truck. You guys heard it. We're gonna see what we can do. It's not gonna go in the dyno between now and LS Fest, is it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depends how quick we can get the motor and the whole thing lit.
Looks like we got a long night ahead of us tomorrow.
Let's sleep.
Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. All right, we're out. What's up, guys? Day 2 here at Shear Performance. We're just now pulling apart the LS that's going to be going in the truck. We're going to take a look at it, make sure everything looks good on the inside, and if it all looks good, we're going to bolt it back together and get ready to drop it in the truck. So Justin's looking over it right now. What do you think, man? Pretty clean.
It's very clean. It's a little scary.
It's a little suspect.
It could be. Yeah. Valve covers, the rockers, it looks all brand new.
So yeah, we've named this thing the lunch truck. It's pretty obvious why you would call it that if you looked at it. I don't know what Joel's doing over there, but I'm gonna go videotape it. Joel, what are you doing over here in the engine bay?
Well, to work on a Chevy, you must become the Chevy. Picking
Gunk.
off all the road gunk and sludge and 40 years worth of gunk buildup on the frame.
All that crap coming off.
Yep.
See, guys, this is why you don't just pull a junkyard motor and shove it into whatever you're working on.
Yeah, you do.
At least take it apart, take a look at it, make sure it looks all good. That's what we're doing here. Maybe not that one.
That one wasn't even in all the way. We are auctioning this off. Actually, we're gonna raffle it off.
What's
The camshaft?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoever guesses how many lobes this thing has on it wins.
A stock 6-liter camshaft.
Yep.
How many lobes are on a stock 6-liter camshaft?
I'm not going to give you guys enough of a good view on it to count, but yeah.
All you have to do is a little math.
They all have the same.
All V8s.
Well,
Not all.
If you know the answer,
comment below.
Joel, how's the scrapage coming along?
Pretty good so
You
far.
look nice and dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much down to the whole short block now. Well, anytime you're working on a car and you're pushing to get a build done with a deadline, especially one this fast in 3 days, you're gonna run into a couple speed bumps. One that we just ran into is with the crankshaft. Now, if you guys don't know much about the LS motors, the Gen 3 and Gen 4s have different reluctor wheels on the crankshaft. That actually is the wheel that gets picked up by a magnetic sensor. It tells you where the crankshaft position is to the computer. And the Gen 3s had a 24 tooth wheel, and the Gen 4s had a 58 tooth wheel. So the computer we're using reads a 24 tooth, and what we have is a 58. So what we have to do is swap the crankshaft reluctor wheels for one with a 24 tooth. Now tomorrow we're gonna go to the engine shop over here, L&R Motors in Santa Fe Springs, and we're gonna see if they have a 4.8 liter crank with a 24 tooth reluctor wheel on it, and that will allow us to really turn this motor up. With a 4.8 liter crank, you have a lower stroke or a shorter stroke, and what that allows you to do is rev up higher, so you can get it up to about 8,000 RPM safely with the 4.8 crank. What, you don't think it's safe at 8,000 RPM? No. You can have a safe 7,000 RPM and a fun 8,000 RPM out of a 4.8 liter crank in a 6 liter block. So we're gonna see if L&R's got one. If they do, they're gonna swap that over for us. They have a jig over there. It's a very precise science of taking that reluctor wheel off the crank and putting it right back on where it needs to be so that you have all your ignition timing correct. So we're gonna see if we can get a 4.8 crank in this motor. If you can, we can turn that RPM up real high. If we have to leave it at 6 liter crank with a 24 tooth, it's gonna be revving to about what, 6,500 RPM? Or 7,000, and still, or 10. And we'll still make a ton of boost and still have a lot of fun with the truck, but it's just always fun to hear those things screaming at,
we like to party.
8,000 RPM. So we're done for the night. We're gonna pack up the shop and try to get a little bit of sleep because it's been a long week so far. It's only Tuesday, so we have we have 2 more days. We're working hard on this project to get the lunch truck to LS Fest West in Las Vegas this weekend at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. So sometimes when you're in a rush and you're putting things together, you tend to forget the details, sometimes the small details. Now, Justin, this wasn't really a small detail, was it? But explain to me
8 small details.
Explain to me what you forgot to put in this block before you had it all together like 10 minutes ago.
I had the bottom end all buttoned up, ready to put the heads on, and then I realized, wait a minute, there's no pistons in this motor. I think I need a nap.
Yeah, missing a couple things in there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
I think the funniest part was I was sitting right here in this chair, right next to them the whole time.
yeah.
And didn't say a thing about it.
You didn't realize it either.
No. Because I'm like, wow, this is going really quick.
Yeah.
Got the whole block back together. So since we got my buddy John Baker's car in this shop here getting twin turbos put on it, figured it'd be funny to play a prank on his little intercooler here. It totally just looks like either a Cadillac grill or like an old Rolls Royce.
It's a new Rolls Royce Phantom.
It's late, dude. I'm tired.
Getting some twin turbskis.
Put turbos on the Rolls Royce.
Yes.
I got it.
So good.
It's going to LS Fest like that too.
Oh yeah. All right, so it's about 11:30 here on Wednesday night, and we are a mere hours away from having to get this thing on the road. Basically, 26 hours or so until we have to hit the road for Vegas. And Justin is getting the heads put on the motor now, torquing all the head bolts down, making sure everything's nice and tight. And then we're gonna put the valve covers on it, and then intake and some of the other things, and get it ready to go so that we can drop it in the truck. We were planning on dropping it in the truck tonight, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We're just running out of time now. But we got all day tomorrow to work on this thing, and then all night tomorrow, and probably into the early morning hours on Friday. Man, I'm losing track of what day it is. Yeah, we're all wiped out, but we're getting it done. It's going to make it there. This is what we call a 710 cap.
That ain't happening.
Mobile
It's getting
one.
whatever's cheapest. Super Tech, Walmart's finest.
Oil.
Oil. Either that or we're gonna get Amazon Basics and try their synthetic because
Oh, they sell oil, don't they?
they do. We should throw some in here. Amazon. Hey, Jeff Bezos, hook us up with some oil. We'll be doing this tomorrow night.
You can ask Sandy. Sandy, how many all-nighters have we pulled back at the old shop, putting together a truck that was going out to the desert like the next morning.
How many didn't we?
I know, that was like our MO back then. We're like, oh, you got a brand new Total Chaos long travel kit? Cool, it's coming in Thursday afternoon. All right, pull the truck in Thursday at 6 p.m. We're leaving for Ocotillo Wells Friday at 6 a.m.
Hey, we went.
Yeah, we went. All right, it's the last night. We got about 10 hours, so we got to get this thing loaded up on the trailer. So today, we got a lot done today, though. Show you guys, we got the truck all painted nice and white. Got some wood panels put in here. We'll pop open the hinge. Justin's been working on the wiring. How's it going over here?
It's going. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I guess 7 hours.
7 hours. We have 7 hours until we're supposed to be on the road to Vegas, and the motor's still sitting here on an engine stand. There's nothing in here, and we still have to lock the rear end, make sure we can do some cool burnouts and donuts, and we got to wire this thing up and plumb the turbo. The turbo here is on the ground now. We just got it in today, so it's ready to go. Nice big turbo. What size is it?
It's just a Chevy GT45.
GT45.
It's like a 70-something-ish millimeter.
70-something-ish millimeter. We're gonna go real vague with this, but
Very big.
it's a vague turbo. So, Sandy, what are you doing?
Torque converter in?
It's popping in the torque converter.
Give me a mallet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there it goes.
It's all the way.
Nice.
Just needed a
Need a
tap,
little-
tap,
little tap.
tap-a-rooney. What about there?
About there?
Start dropping it.
Gotta go back on the driver's side.
I gotta go back all together.
Together, yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. Time to button up all the bolts to the bell housing and then start piling stuff on top of it, including a turbo.
Wow.
Hey Joel, pass me that water bottle.
Yeah.
Got it. Hoist away.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
GoPro went for a tumble.
GoPro down. Sorry, dude.
Oh, we got a dead soldier.
Did we break it?
No, it's
Man
fine.
down.
All right, update just after 12:30, and
Is it really 12:30?
yeah, turbo's in. Hot side's all hooked up
Oh, but
for the most part. The saga continues.
You may have to turn that camera off and go get some E85.
I gotta go get some E85.
Bam.
That's a good spot for a filter. You just pull the headlight out and you got fresh air going right there.
Instant cold air. Like,
Perfect. It's one way to do it. We're well into the morning hours on Friday. It is definitely been a long night, but we're getting a lot done. It's well after 3 o'clock, so yeah, those guys definitely lost that bet. The truck's not running yet, but we got all the components going in. Should be running very soon. I'm running on Monster. Shout out to Monster for their Mango Loco. I live off of this stuff. What's up, Justin? You losing your mind yet?
Already gone.
We got the whole family here. Justin's dad, his brother. Everybody's here helping out. They're all well rested because they slept a little bit. Greg's here too.
Hey, say hi. You guys are all on the...
You guys are all going to be in this vlog episode, so say hello.
Hello, hello.
don't know what springs in this, but we'll take the springs with us.
It's got like a 7-pound head.
Does it?
Well, Sandy's buttoning up the exhaust just now and getting the wastegate on there. And it's quite the Frankenstein turbo setup.
Clean that up though.
So he fabbed up this little elbow here. And we got the wastegate right here. Gonna mount the pipe for the wastegate.
I have that.
Go back the other way. Wasn't it supposed to be the way that you?
Oh, it was
same
like
way as
this.
the exhaust. Yeah. Well, the GoPros, you needed a charge, and as you can see, it's daylight, and we're still here in Costa Mesa at Shear Performance. But we're getting pretty close now. I know I feel like I keep saying that, but they've got pretty much everything ready to go to fire up this thing, and yeah, we should be firing it up in about 15 minutes or so. See how the progress is going. Getting close, guys?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Something like that.
Ready?
There goes nothing.
There it goes.
It's gotta find its way into the rail.
Yeah, I know.
It's on a couple and then it stops.
That was two.
The math cleared, or the math failed out, which we needed it to do. But we just realized that this computer is for a flex fuel vehicle. So the base tune in it is for pump gas, but this is on E85 and it doesn't have an ethanol sensor. So it's trying to run on a pump gas tune, so it's really lean. So we're gonna add 30% fuel to it just to see where it does and see if we can get this thing to idle. Which I think it will. I'm just reading the tune right now. I'm pulling the tune out of the computer so I can make some changes and rewrite it.
Ready? What happened? It wouldn't die?
It just won't turn off.
For 20 minutes we couldn't get it to start, now we couldn't get it to shut off.
What?
There's no fluid in the power steering. Or shouldn't run it that long like that.
But I think we got it's got a full-on dead spot when I just blip the throttle.
Well, yeah. But it starts and runs.
Yeah, it runs. It just
We can
needed
play
this-
with the rest.
Need the stoic ratio adjusted. That's all it was.
Well, you guys heard it. Finally it ran after, gosh, almost 24 hours of working on this thing today and yesterday. Finally got the motor to run. Obviously got to finish up the exhaust, and then a couple more items on the list, such as the rear end. We're gonna weld and lock the rear end so that you can do two-wheel burnouts instead of just a one-tire fire. And then get the turbo all situated, make sure all the tune is good and everything, and then should be good to roll it up on a trailer, and then we're out of here. So definitely a little later than we thought we'd be, but that's how things go when you're on a tight timeline like this and you're just rushing all night to make everything happen. But you know, we were able to do it. It was basically a 3-day LS turbo swap, and it runs, so it's pretty freaking cool. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna head home, take a quick shower, pack my bags for LS Fest, and then meet the guys up on the highway, and then we will be rolling out to Las Vegas and hopefully get there by about lunchtime. It's right now just a hair under 8 o'clock, and I think we'll probably be out there by about like 1 or 2.